ఎగ్జాబిట్ వచ్చారా
సార్?
అమర్
సార్,
రఘు కూడా రాడట.
రఘు కూడా రావట్లా.
మేడం భార్గవ్ గారు
మేడం వస్తానన్నారు. Shall we start, sir?
చూస్తా. మినిట్స్ సార్, ఇది మీటింగ్. హలో.
యా సార్, shall we start? శివప్రసాద్ గారు
చేద్దాం. మేడం మేడం అమర్నాథ్
సార్, కాల్ చేస్తున్నా నేను.
ఒకసారి రమ్మను మేడం.
ఒకసారి కాల్ చేస్తాను. మేడం వస్తున్నాను అన్నారు.
స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు.
ఒక 3 minutes సార్.
నో ప్రాబ్లం.
భార్గవి గారని మనకి ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ వైస్ చైర్మన్ అండి, శివప్రసాద్ గారు. తను కూడా జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు.
ఇక్కడ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్క్రీన్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఎక్కడ ఉందండి?
ఇక్కడ వీడియో పిక్చర్ కింద
వీడియో ఉంది.
అక్కడ ఆ యారో మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తే వీడియో సెట్టింగ్స్ అని వస్తుందండి.
వీడియో అండి, వీడియో సెట్టింగ్స్ వచ్చినాయి.
దాని మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తే మీకు వీడియో అక్కడ వర్చువల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ అండ్ ఫిల్టర్స్ అని ఉంటుంది.
బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ అండ్ ఫిల్టర్స్ ఉంది.
దాంట్లో వర్చువల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్ అని మీరు సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
వర్చువల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్ లో రెండే ఉన్నాయి. నన్ను బ్లర్ అని ఉంది. బ్లర్ పెట్టినా,
బ్లర్ పెడితే మళ్ళీ అది బ్లర్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చా?
ఇది కన్ఫర్మ్ చేయటం ఎక్కడుంది? లేదే, కింద బటన్
సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తే చాలా
ఇంకా క్లోజ్ చేసేయచ్చా?
సెలెక్ట్ చేసి క్లోజ్ చేయండి. ఇప్పుడు మీది బ్లర్ అయింది.
బ్లర్ అయిందా? బ్లర్ అవ్వలేదు. బ్లరింగ్ అయిందా?
బ్లర్ అంటే బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఏమి మొత్తం
అండి. వీడియో సెట్టింగ్స్ మీరు అనేది బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్
అండ్ ఫిల్టర్స్, బ్లర్.
వీడియో ఫిల్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వీడియో ఫిల్టర్స్ అంటే ఇవే.
వీడియో ఫిల్టర్స్ కాకుండా వర్చువల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్ అని
అది లేదే. వర్చువల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ దీంట్లో వర్చువల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఉంది. దాంట్లో నన్ను బ్లర్ రెండే ఉన్నాయి.
అంటే మీరు ఏదన్నా ఒక పిక్చర్ మీరు పంపించుకోవాలి.
అదే యాడ్ ఇమేజ్ అని పెట్టి
యాడ్ ఇమేజ్ అని చెప్పేసి మనం ఇమేజ్ యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలి.
పిక్చర్స్ background pictures. Network videos. Radio objectives. Put download picture. Screenshots.
Bhargavi garu, shall we start?
Yes. Shiva Prasad sir, good evening sir.
Good evening, madam.
How are you sir?
Fine.
So it's been almost 6 months that we met before pandemic.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So yours was the last session.
Long form audit and
Yeah.
memorandum of
Yes,
changes.
Yes.
పొద్దున అందరూ దడిపించారు. నేను అందరూ రిలాక్స్ చేసాం.
అవును. And with your words only, we were able to do audit confidently. This year audit.
Correct, madam.
Yes. Chinnamastan sir join here sir.
లేదండి, చిన్నమస్తాన్ గారు కూడా వేరే మీటింగ్ లో హెల్డ్ అప్ అయ్యారంట.
Oh, okay. So
Only
we can start.
start.
Okay. Good evening, dear members. Welcome to today's CPE program on cloud computing and its opportunities to chartered accountants. We have eminent speaker, Dr. Shiva Prasad sir. So we already know how he will ease any subject. So cloud computing is almost becoming important during this pandemic. So many of the senior members, of course, even we are not much aware of this cloud computing technology and how we can use our chartered accountants. It is most important to us, but still we are not much aware of the subject, for which today we have CSA Dr. Shiva Prasad sir with us to introduce us what is cloud computing technology and how a chartered accountant can use maximum out of it. So I request all the members to make use of the session. Do please participate and make the session as a grand success.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Prasad sir. Now I request our treasurer C.A. Amarnath Garu to introduce today's speaker Shiva Prasad sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Over
madam.
to you, Amarnath sir.
Thank you, madam. I am here to present a brief profile of today's speaker, Sri P. Sivaram Prasad Garu. He born on 4th August 1957 and his career summary was he is a qualified professional in cost accountancy, company secretary, finance, commerce, insurance and banking with experience of 36 years in banking and financial services with cross-cultural experience and good knowledge in insurance sector. He handled senior level responsible positions with higher level interactions and exposures in the State Bank of India. His educational qualifications are he awarded degree of Doctor of Philosophy, that is PhD, for the thesis Role of Automated Teller Machine in Modern Banking. He completed MCOM from Andhra University in Accountancy and Finance in June 1979. He completed MBA Finance from IGNOU University, New Delhi in June 1993. His professional qualifications are he is a FCWA completed in June 1990 and he is a FCS from December 1998. His diploma in management accountancy in June 2004 and his banking experience educational qualifications are CA IIB from IIBF Mumbai, banking from November 1982. He completed diploma in bank management in February 1998. He completed diploma in international banking in December 2000 and life insurance FII in May 2009. FII General Insurance in May 2011, Information Technology, Diploma in Systems Analysis and Data Processing, September 1990, Diploma in computers for office management in December 1991. His experience, sir, retired in senior management grade 5, State Bank of India, that is in the capacity of assistant general manager, Hyderabad, and earlier worked in SBI General Insurance Company Limited as Vice President, Hyderabad. Overseas travels. He visited to Australia and Singapore to study the best banking practices of ANZ Bank, National Australia Bank Limited, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, and DBS Bank, in particular central processing centers like clearing of checks, document storage, retail advances centers, etc., along with McKinsey and Co. Rewards and recognitions. Recipient of gold medal and cash prize for scoring highest marks in part 1 and 2 of management accountancy examinations conducted by the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India, Kolkata. This examination is meant for members of ICWAI. Professional memberships. He is fellow member of Company Secretaries of India and fellow member of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, Mumbai, fellow member of Insurance Institute of India, fellow member of ICWAI, member of All India Management Association, and associate member of Forum of Free Enterprise, Mumbai. He has excellent knowledge in banking, finance, insurance, and forex management, including treasury and credit management. Author for number of books or study materials for the professional institutes like ICSI, ICAI, ICMA, IGNO, IIBF, Insurance Institute of India, Mumbai, etc. Latest book on handbook on scope for import substitution industrialization, ISI in India, COVID-19. He worked for 5 years in concurrent audit department of State Bank of India, inspection and audit department, central office, Hyderabad. With this brief introduction, I am inviting Dr. Shiva Prasad Garu to other today's gathering. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sir, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So, good evening to all. I am Dr. P. Sivaram Prasad. I am ex-Assistant General Manager from State Bank of India. And today's topic is on cloud computing. In the coming days, cloud computing is one of the aspects in information technology. Take for example, we are purchasing hardware, we are purchasing software, we are purchasing firmware, we are purchasing humanware. So many things are there. For any company, hardware is required, machines are required, printers are required, or whatever the CPU, central processing unit, and all these things, particularly the hardware equipment we are purchasing. But at the same time, we are engaging the services of systems administrators, programmers. All these things are costly. Why? Because hardware requires capital expenditure, CapEx, and firmware or humanware. Every month I have to pay to the salaries to the wages or the salaries to the systems administrators, programmers, etc., etc. Now that is not at all required. In the coming days, even in big organization also, there is no need to create one function, IT function in the organization. No need. Only the cable or the Wi-Fi connection, if you take, then the total organization will run on cloud computing only. Take for example, today we are receiving electricity. We are not manufacturing the electricity. Somebody is manufacturing the electricity. We are only taking the line and we are consuming. Month end we are paying whatever the electricity bill is. In the similar manner, we are taking that particular connectivity of the computer and we will complete all the tasks in the organization. Thereby, I need not create one department. The department head, the systems administrator, huge amount of the hardware equipment, the AC environment, electricity, all these things, I need not purchase the backups. All these things are taken care of by the cloud computing only. Across the country, all organizations, they are adopting cloud computing. Even State Bank of India, now we are in cloud. The system is not in my hand. The system is located far away, but we are taking only the connectivity. The cloud computing hardware, software, firmware, operating system, all are provided by the cloud. Earlier, particularly the organization, different functions are there. Marketing function, production function, HR function, finance function is there. Now, up to last year, most of the organization, IT function is also there. IT function is a costly. But take for example, one example I am quoting here. Intermediate MSET exams are there. MSET. That is for engineering, agriculture, and medicine. Common entrance test. For that, one building in Hyderabad was created long back. This entrance examination is only 2 months program. They will call the applications, they will conduct the examination, they will give the rank, they will allot it to the colleges, then the job is over. But 10 months, that is ideal. But the missions are there, data entry operators are there, all are waste on. So for 2 months in a year, if at all they hire the cloud will supply the hardware. Hardware means they don't supply to your premises. They will give only the connectivity. They will give only the connectivity. With that connectivity, they will complete that process and wind up. For 2 months, the meter reading, how much system I have used, how many hours I have used. For that, like electricity billing, I have to pay. Then I need not incur the capital expenditure. I need not incur the revenue expenditure. So that is the basic object of the cloud. Why it is an opportunity that a chartered accountant? Because nowadays a chartered accountant, they are providing various services to the clients, whether it is an industry. Take for example, Guntur is famous for cotton industries are there. For that also they are having that IT department, a small computer department. But that is also not required. Simply they will take that connectivity and complete that task, whatever it is, whether it is a salary processing, whether it is a bills processing or trade, all accounting system, all are through cloud computing. In India, even banks are also moving towards the cloud. Take for example, State Bank of India, we have invested nearly 10,000 crores for the core banking system in Bombay. But a disaster recovery management we have started at Chennai. Again, we have spent 10,000 crores. But Chennai is also flood zone. Bombay is also flood zone. Then we have started Hyderabad, one more disaster recovery management. That is also 10,000 crores. But had I been hired that cloud computing, I need not maintain this hardware, software, etc. The cloud will be situated elsewhere. They will give the connectivity. With the help of connectivity, my data, whatever the branches, 25,000 branches are there, they are processing. The data will be stored in the cloud server only. I need not bother about all these things. So now I will discuss about the cloud computing in detail and what are the various clouds are there. Now the cloud computing is provided by Google, IBM, Tata, Microsoft, Amazon, all people they are providing the cloud. That's why this is called big data. And the Adani group also, they thought to start the cloud in Visakhapatnam for India, But that was happened or not, I don't know. But they have planned for big data. Big data means in Visakhapatnam, they will start that cloud computing in a big building, in a big premises, whatever the servers and all these things they will locate. In India, whatever the companies are there, they will hire that particular space and accordingly they will provide the services. And in the organization, IT department is not required. IT professionals are not required. Next, program developers are not required. Hardware engineers are not required. The missions are not required. Simply, they will give the connectivity. All the data will be stored in that particular the cloud computing. That is, if at all, that is located in Visakhapatnam. India total data is stored in Visakhapatnam. That too, that Adani Group, they planned for that. Now they are thinking to start that big data, that is cloud in other states like that. Now the cloud computing I will discuss in detail. At present, if at all you started a IT function, any organization, marketing department is there, HR department is there, production department is there, finance department, all these departments are there. IT is also one department. Management is also focusing on IT, because if they asked some virus program, they have to purchase. If they asked some particular memory problem is there, I want to purchase, then the management is spending amount. And if at all some hardware engineers are required, the management is providing. Thereby, the focus of the management on other function is deteriorating. So once this function, IT function is taken care of by other organizations like cloud, I need not worry. Only whatever the services I am using from the cloud, I will pay it as per meter reading, like electricity. If at all the IT functioning is an organization, capital expenditure is there. I have to purchase a service. I have to purchase the fixtures and fitting, lighting, AC, all these things. UPS, uninterrupted power supply, I have to purchase. Disaster recovery management, I have to maintain. Business continuity plan, all these things are there. But at the same time, whenever I am incurring the capital expenditure, normally the organization will think about IRR, internal rate of return. Recurring expenditure. If at all the IT function is within the company, firmware I have to purchase, software I have to purchase, humanware, that is programmers, data entry, all people I have to purchase, I have to pay some amount monthly, annual maintenance contract. Once I have started that computers, AMC is also have to take memory management cost. If at all the data is increasing, I have to purchase additional memory. All these things are not required if that organization is moving towards cloud. Next, once I purchase the once IT functioning is within the organization, technology obsolescence is there. Technology today, technology is entirely different from tomorrow, because the technology is increasing day by day. Even Apple mobile, 6 months back Apple mobile and today's Apple mobile, lot of functionalities are increasing. That's why people are also, the life of the mobile is not more than 6 months nowadays. The youngsters, they are throwing that old mobile and they are purchasing the new, even 60,000, 70,000, they don't bother it. In the organization also, IT is also day by day, it is increasing. Again, IT is also depreciation is required. If at all I purchase the hardware, 33.33 as per income tax, and hardware, the software is there, 100% depreciation. Once this month, this year I have purchased software, means within 1 year that total depreciation I have to provide. But hardware equipment like the CPU, central processing unit, or whatever it is there, that is 1/3, 33.33%. Within 3 years, I have to write it off that particular hardware also. All these things are burden to the organization. They may not invest sufficient funds in the production or other departments. Thereby, this function is removed from the organization and give it to the cloud. Cloud will bother all these things. Supervision. Again, the control cost, the risk management function, all these things are to be taken care of the organization. Suppose if at all computers are not functioning, then automatically the phone call, all department the halted. Halted means no work, because nowadays all records are on the memory only. Not physical records are nowhere. Even tally, the records, the whatever the data is there, that is in the memory only. Compliances. Once the computers are there, you have to comply that cyber laws, particularly the Information Technology Act 2000 also. 2000 also. Next, virus attacks. Nowadays, a virus, a lot of a problem is there. If at all virus attack, data loss. Next, it is a problem to the company also. So that's why all these challenges are there. If at all that a particular the computer function is within the organization, Next, if at all business expansion is there, I have to purchase more computers because additional memory and the additional CPU is very much required. If at all the business is not up to the mark, next I have to close the company. If at all the company is closed, then automatically whatever the capital expenditure incurred might be towards the computer function, all are wasted. Nobody will purchase. The second hand sales and other things are not there. For buildings and all these things, the second hand is there. But these things are not there. So that's why it is better to move towards a cloud instead of creating a function within the organization. Cloud computing is on-demand delivery, like electricity. If at all you require electricity, then you are getting that state electricity board some connection, and the meter they will fix. Like that, cloud also they will fix the meter, and whatever your software development, all these things they will develop. You need not worry. Suppose the payroll is there, salaries they will develop, inventory control is there, they will develop, and they will provide through the connectivity, that is web only. So all these things they will develop, only you have to utilize it through your laptop or desktop, etc. With the meter reading payment, month end, whatever the meter reading is, according to meter reading, you have to pay the amount to the cloud. If at all you are not used, like electricity, you need not pay the minimum charges. So that's why the cloud, unnecessarily the office, this particularly hardware and all these things, it is a problem to the organization. Now the cloud computing is helps the business organization. It is reinvent and optimize the relationship with the technology. If at all latest technology is there, you need not bother, cloud will provide. Quickly go to the market. Your business is increased, volume of data is increased, then the cloud will provide additional data, additional memory. Automatic strengthen the security. The security you need not worry. Whatever the cyber problems are there, particularly the cyber attacks are there in the computer, you need not bother, they will look after. And increase in the stakeholder value and the customer experience. If at all you are providing that cloud in a big manner to the customers also, they will be happy. Because nowadays, most of the organizations, they are developing that apps also. Like Uber and Ola, there are no computer system in their organization. Only they are using the cloud. Cloud is Uber cloud is there in USA. And Ola is also, they are using the cloud. If you go visit to the Ola office, no computer systems, only laptops and connectivities are there. That's all. No systems administrator. All this, the data is in Amazon cloud. So many companies are there in the cloud. In the coming days, on behalf of all the companies, 600 to 1,000 companies, only one cloud platform is available. They will access that cloud. And if your organization requires any program, they will develop. If at all you require additional memory, they will provide. But month end, they will charge us. Thereby, real estate cost. If at all you create one department, IT department, even universities. Earlier universities, a big room is there, so many servers rotating, and AC is also on, electricity is also on. Now universities are also shifting towards the cloud. Banks are also shifting towards the cloud. Insurance companies are shifting towards the cloud. Cloud is on behalf of all the organizations, they will provide the service, they will charge the meter reading, reducing overheads and capital expenditure. Once you are in cloud, the capital expenditure of the company will reduce to a large extent, and the overheads and capital expenditure. And the capital expenditure, variable expenditure, you need not incur variable expenditure also. So now economies of scale. If at all your organization business is increasing and the computer services, additional services are required, then they will provide that additional service. Take for example, one example I am quoting here. IRCTC is there, railway ticketing. Actually, during Tatkal time, 8 to 9 and 10 to 11, it is a busy traffic. But they are having their systems. That the systems are also outdated. Outdated means now the present scenario that is not useful. Now they are moving towards cloud. Month end in the earlier in the rail nilayam, particularly the rail nilayam, nearly 2 or 3 floors the computers are there. Now all are vacated because they have taken only the cloud connectivity like electricity connectivity. And whatever the programs, all these things they will develop, whatever the memory is there, that is developed. During 8 to 9, they will increase the bandwidth. And 10 to 11, they will increase the bandwidth. If it allow I purchase the bandwidth and memory size and processing time, then I have to purchase so many machines. Then it is a capital expenditure. Only daily 1 hour, 1 hour, they will ask between 8 to 9 cloud, you please increase the bandwidth. They will increase. For 1 hour only, they will pay the extra memory cost. If it allow I purchase that particular systems, then huge crores of rupees I have to spend. But the cloud will charge only the monthly rent for that usage. That too, I need not they provide any room. That 2 or 3 floors in the rail nilayam also completely vacated. Now the IT department is in cloud. Even state and central governments also, they are not starting their own the computer systems. Only cloud. Only cloud. So large scale economies is also possible. Access to great of a bandwidth and depth. Bandwidth problems. Nowadays, the bandwidth problem. Bandwidth, if at all you are increasing, you have to purchase the machines. Or you have to purchase from the service providers like Airtel or Voda, whatever the companies. Now the Voda is also merged with the Airtel. So depth, if at all you require more programs, cloud will provide. Otherwise, earlier, if at all you require programs, you have to go to the TCS or particularly Infosys or the Microsoft. You need not. If you cloud, my salary package is required means how much time? 1 week they will prepare. The people will prepare and they will upload in the system. It is accessible to you. So the speed and agility move quickly. So even evening, daily tomorrow onwards, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you increase the bandwidth means the cloud will increase. But a cloud, why it is a cloud? Your computer systems are located in other country, or your computer systems are located within the country. So the cloud is not appear in your organization. That's why it is a cloud computing services. Next, the main benefits, if at all your organization moves to the other countries, global footprint, cloud will provide. Security compliance, security aspects and compliances, particularly banks, they have to comply some important IT systems. IT systems compliance means whether any threats are there. Next, virus problems, and anybody is accessing all these compliances, they will follow and they will give the certificate to the regulators like SEBI or Reserve Bank of India, etc. Carbon free. If all organizations started one department, all the departments they started the particular the AC environment, the carbon emissions are released. But on behalf of 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 organizations, they will start one place. The computer systems are located, big systems, and it provides services to the 1,000 or 3,000 organizations. Then carbon emissions will release. If it all companies, suppose take for example in Guntur, 200 organizations are there. 200 organizations, they started the computer department, all computer department, that the AC should be on for 24 hours. Otherwise, systems will not function. Thereby, once the ACs are on, it releases carbon emissions. Then ozone depleted. So the carbon footprints will decrease business continuity. If at all you hire that cloud, like electricity, 24 hours they will provide. No problem, like electricity. So if at all any shutdowns are there, if 1 hour or they will pay the compensation. Suppose I take for example, if at all out of 24 hours, if at all half an hour service is not provided, they don't charge for the full day. Like that, the business continuity is also possible. Improved, the main benefits is improved performance, reduce the software cost, instant software updates. If at all latest Microsoft or Windows operating systems are there, they will provide software updates. You need not to purchase. If at all purchase, again you have to purchase Microsoft, that software is also costly. So all these things have to be provided by the cloud only, like electricity. Who is manufacturing electricity? Who is manufacturing electricity? The Transco or the Genco generation. They will they generate that is electricity and they will provide. I'm using that electricity through meter reading, like a cloud also through meter reading. Cloud also through meter reading. Software updates are possible. Unlimited storage capacity. If at all your organization today you require 1 megabyte, tomorrow your business is grown 10 mega, instantly they will provide. Otherwise, if at all IT function is in your department, then for an additional 9 megabytes, you have to purchase the memory separately. Costly memory. Latest versions are available. If at all in your old systems, it is a slow data. Data will be slow. But once the latest technology, the cloud will adopt the latest technology. Whether it is a Microsoft or Windows operating system or a software, latest development they will implement. And I will use the latest software instead of outdated or redundant softwares. And the phases of cloud originated in the National Institute of Standard Technology USA defined cloud 5 essential characteristics are there. 3 delivery models are there. 4 deployment models are there. In the cloud, 5 essential characteristics are there. 3 delivery models are there. 4 deployment models are there. Across the country, these are 5 across the world, these are the 5 essential characters for the cloud. And 3 models are there. 4 deployment models. I will discuss about all these things in detail. But who is using the cloud? But I told it is an opportunity. Why it is an opportunity? Suppose any company is there. You ask the company, do you have the IT function? Yes, sir. How many manpower is there? 10 manpower is there. How much systems are there? I have purchased, and every year they're asking a software that updation of Windows like that. And instead of removing that department, if they taken that particular cloud, then automatic cost reduction will drastically reduce. It is unimaginable. Whatever the cost at present they are incurring, if at all you take 100 rupees, only 25 rupees they will incur per annum. That much 75% reduction is also possible while they are adopting. But who are the end users? MSME sector. Micro, small, medium enterprises. Because of that is a small units. If at all they purchase the hardware and software, that is a big problem. That's why they will ask the cloud to give the connectivity. Whatever their programs are required, they will develop and they will access through the web only. Startup companies, particularly the Lucius, the Fresh to Home, or so many companies in the startup companies, they are not spending single rupee on the computers. All are hardware or software or firmware. They will take the cloud connectivity, and if at all they require any development of program, they will inform, they develop, and they will upload, and through web only they will access. And educational institutions. Nowadays, education institutions earlier, particularly universities, software, the IT department means nearly 100 people are there. And big rooms, always the AC is on. From time to time, there's people will ask, I have to purchase this one, this one, virus program or operating software. Now there is no need. You can vacate that particular room and you can hire that room to other source. Educational institution, university, health sector. Particularly in India, the healthcare sector is increasing. Now the patient's data is also stored in the computer. Now they are purchasing computer as on date. They need not. All the data will be stored in the computer. Once they scan and send that in images, then automatically that will be stored. And whenever they require the patient data, it will be displayed. But earlier, what is happening in this sector, health sector? They purchased big computers and operation theater, one theater, IT department, another theater. When compared to the operation theater, IT department, every month incurring expenditure. And AC 24 hours. Administrators are there, software engineers are there, hardware engineers are there, annual maintenance contract, insurance, all these things, kachada is there. Now you need not open any IT department in the hospital also. They will give the connectivity and through web you can access whatever the reports are there, directly it will be stored. Health sector, coaching institutions. Now Olive is there, Bangalore. They are giving a coaching to the particular this one, that is the banking and insurance competitive examination. Earlier they used the coaching institutes, they purchased computers and the practice also. Now there is no need, only web connectivity. Even Olive day one, they don't open any computer. Whatever their computer requirements are there, they told to the cloud develop. But nowadays, even universities also, on account of online systems, now they don't require any computer system. Through online systems, then if they hide, it is a cost reduction. Professional institute like your CA or CME or company secretary, all professional institute, and now they are hiring the computers and remove that particular department. Even your examination data or marks data, all are stored in the cloud only. The cloud is not in India. It may be in USA or London or Ireland or Frankfurt, etc., where the good space, good environment, good conditions of software and hardware people are available. And existing companies, they are moving to the hybrid cloud also. And all this, but the cloud is 5 essential characters for any cloud. On-demand self-service. If at all you demand, they will provide the service. Sir, I require a bandwidth increase, they will increase. But month end, they will charge some amount. You require any software, they develop and they will give through web only. Through web only. No computer systems, only laptops or desktops in that. Broadband network, they will provide. Resource pooling, they will do. Whatever it is there, they will, if at all software engineers are there, now they will, they are with the cloud only. Now on account of this one, the IT companies, the software engineers are also reduced. Now they are moving towards the cloud. Some of the software engineers, they are moving earlier, take for example, State Bank of India. Whenever any new products like a deposit or advanced products we are introducing, then now we inform to the Tata company, TCS. Tata, this product, if at all I want to develop, one patch is to be loaded in your computer. How much? It is 10 crores or 20 crores like that. Now, the State Bank of India, instead of asking the TCS, now we are asking the cloud, this product, month end they will charge some amount, that's all. the delivery time of the product is also instantly they will do. Whatever the resource pooling is there, all these things they will do. I need not worry about that one. Rapid elasticity. If at all I want more memory, they will provide. If my business is reduced, I require, suppose I take for example, summer, I will utilize the AC more. Winter and rainy season, I'm not using. My electricity bill reduce. Like that, whenever the demand is there, I can use that cloud more. And wherever demand is not there, I will use. Take for example, MSET. The state MSET body, Engineering, Agriculture and Medicine Common Test. Earlier, big building, one big building, only computers, all software engineers, all they are very busy, appears to be busy, may not be busy, but appears to be busy. Now it is in cloud only. And that building is completely vacated and the building is going to occupy by another department. Why? Because the MSET conducting the committee, they will only in a year, only 3 months. They will call for the application advertisement and they will take that application. They will give the hall tickets and once the examination, marks list, allotment of the seats to various universities wind up. For 12 months, only 3 months, why they have to pay 12 months of salary to the people? Why that big missions are required? Idle. And 9 months the systems are also in the AC environment. So all these things can be curtailed and a measured service. If at all you are using the system for 1 hour, they will charge 1 hour. 12 hours, they will charge 12 hours. No minimum charges. That's all. But on-demand services, participant on demand, organization can request and consume cloud without interaction. Only phone. If you inform, they will raise the bandwidth. If you informed over phone, that software is required means when they will ask when, tomorrow, ready. With the selected service based on their need of the organization. The organization need, according to the need, they will provide. Next, broad network access. Suppose in your organization, bandwidth problem is there. But all these things they will take care of. WAN, wide area network, or LAN, local area network, all these problems only through net only they will. You can access your programs and by using the web services only. Through web, I can use. Even State Bank of India, crores of rupees are saved. Otherwise, if at all program, again, I have to ask the TCS or Infosys, develop was develop. Now there is no development. If at all I made a request on the next day, the cloud will provide. Resource pooling, provide resources. If at all you require more applications, they will provide more storage, they will provide more bandwidth, they will provide virtual machines, they will provide. If at all you ask for email, you provide one mission in your cloud means they will provide. To service many organizations using a multi-tenant model. Multi-tenant model. Next, rapid elasticity. Elasticity is ability to scale up or scale down. If at all you want more memory, they will provide. Less memory, they will provide. More speed, they will provide. More bandwidth, they will provide. Like that, the CPU or storage or RAM on real time as needed by the organization. Measured service. Only month end they will send like electricity bill or your mobile bill. They will send, you pay that amount. For that, management, they need not worry about the computer department. They need not worry about the computer department. Simply, whatever the bill is there, that bill paid by them, that is enough. Any doubts up to this point? Is it clarity is there about the cloud? Sir, anybody respond? Is it audible, sir? My voice is audible or not?
Yes, yes.
Any clarifications are required? Is it understandable or not? Sir, is it understandable or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, understandable, sir. No problem. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Suprasad garu.
Cheppandi, sir.
No problem, sir. Go ahead. Understandable.
Okay.
2 months
What
back, we studied that DSA. That's why.
But here, now the cloud, almost all organizations, particularly Hyderabad, they are moving towards cloud. They dismantle the IT department. Completely, they dismantle the IT department. And only the connectivity through web only, they will, whatever their programs are there, all programs are to be accessed through the web only. Thereby electricity cost is reduced. Thereby hardware cost is reduced. Depreciation is also need not to provide. And I need not to provide the salaries to the IT people like a software, hardware people or systems administrator like that. Now, in Hyderabad, some of the CA firms, what they are doing is they targeted the MSMEs. In Hyderabad, MSME clusters are there. That is Sanat Nagar or Bala Nagar or Katedan, some industrial estate. Each cluster MSME, 200 to 300 MSME units are there. They have given one presentation with regard to your software or hardware. Don't purchase. Only the cloud will provide whatever the hardware and software is there. And through that consultancy, they will contact the Amazon or IBM or particularly the Google. The relevant people are there. Particularly those people they will contact, and they will provide. And whatever the minimum charges and affordability is very, very important. Tomorrow, the MSME unit is going to be closed on account of less profit. They need not worry. No IT department. They disconnected that particular cloud connection. So that's the three deliveries are there in cloud. Software as a service. In a software, they will provide only software, nothing else. Whatever the software they will provide. Platform as a service, end-to-end hardware, software, all they don't provide in your organization. They will provide in the, they will put some slot in their organization, and that server is accessed to you only. But in that server, not only your organization, other organizations, the data is also stored, programs are also running. The big, particularly the CPUs are there. That is, big computers are there. Then all in one each and every CPU, 200 to 300 organizations processing data, controlling all these things are there. And infrastructure, only they will provide the infrastructure. These are the three models that are there in cloud. Software as a service. The software means provide complete solutions, infrastructures, platform and application as managed by the service provider. The cloud will provide only the software as required by the organization. This is called SaaS. SaaS model is there in the cloud. Second one is the SaaS model, whatever the CRM. Suppose if you want in your organization email, then they will provide the email and that is available in that particular cloud server. And the business intelligence, analytical model, all these things they will develop. Organizations don't want to worry about the services maintained underlying infrastructure like that. SaaS is one model. That is a service provider, software only they will provide. Platform as a service, a complete end-to-end model. So the platform organization that use in-house partner staff to perform software development can use a PaaS to develop a deployment as well as platform of this type of cloud is offering which a service provider delivers a platform to the clients, enabling them, develop them, run them, all these things, but not in your organization. Whatever your requirements are there, you have to inform to them. They will develop, they will do all these things. Month end, they will send the bill to you. This is a PaaS platform. Next, infrastructure as a service. The infrastructure service like building blocks of the cloud IT, provide compute, network, storage, virtual environment, and all these things they will provide. So there are three models are there. That is IaaS, or that is PaaS. Next one is the SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. These are the three models. If at all, whatever you want, they will provide. But deployment models are also there. What is the deployment model? Public cloud. All people, data is stored in one server only. That is a public cloud. But the public cloud is somewhat danger risk because hacking is possible. Private cloud, exclusively they will create one platform for you in their cloud organization. Community cloud, medical, the people are all medical industry, one cloud, textile industry, one cloud, jute industry, one cloud, MSME, one cloud, like hybrid community, that is a community cloud. Hybrid means sometimes private and sometimes public. So this type of four deployment models are there. Public cloud. The cloud infrastructure provisioned used by the public on internet. If at all you want any website, and if at all you want any software, they will provide it through website only. Your organization people, they can use as they want. Suppose take for example, if at all your organization wants any application or payment system, all these things they develop, and if anybody is accessing that website, they can pay the amount, they can deliver, all these things are happening. Particularly the public cloud is cheaper when compared to the other clouds. This is a public cloud. And a public cloud exists in computer service provider premises also, and exists on the cloud service providers, that is Amazon or IBM, whoever is there. Some of the cloud service providers are AWS, that is Amazon company, Microsoft Azure, Microsoft company, Google App Engine, all these things are there. So that's why this type of a cloud, the Adani group, they wish to start in Visakhapatnam. But what are the reasons? I don't know, but later on, they dropped out the proposal. And this is a public cloud, data centers, particularly in India also. Reliance also, they are providing the public cloud. Control, yes, one IT companies, they are providing. NetMagic, they are providing. Tata Communication and Airtel also, they are now entered into the public cloud. So if at all any small organizations are there, they need not purchase any computers, hardware. All are developed, stored, retrieved through dedicated one website they will give, and through that website only they can access that particular information. Private cloud. Private cloud is your organization, but the maintenance will be done by the cloud people. In your organization, the cloud is set up, but State Bank of India, as on date, the private cloud is there, not a public cloud. And away from that earlier building, they started that cloud, and they are providing exclusively for State Bank. and my staff members are not there, their staff members are there, and they are providing services to us, and monthly they are payment. I need not bother about that one. Whatever bank requirements are there, simply I will pass on the message. They will develop, they will upload in the system. The total server is under their control only. But whenever the organizations are giving to the cloud, definitely 100%. The security features and all these things they will look into. But in the State Bank of India also, international standards that the cloud is providing and the data secrecy is there because the 25,000 branches, 40 crores customers, data is there in the cloud. Then if at all he hacked that data and he used that data for wrong purpose, then it is a problem to the bank. That's why while choosing the private cloud also, we have followed whatever the guidelines, international guidelines are there. This is with regard to the private cloud. Private cloud in India, Microsoft they are providing, VMware they are providing, vCloud they are providing, OpenStack they are providing, IBM, Red Hat they are providing, Hewlett Packard they are also providing private cloud facilities in India. Community cloud. What is the community? Community wise, health industry one community, textile industry one community, MSME one community, banking is one community. In the community cloud also, in first of its world in India, the first of its kind in the world, in India, community cloud was started. The cloud is in Masab Tank in Hyderabad, that is IDRBT. IDRBT means Institute of Development in Research Banking Technology. They developed the community cloud. What is a community cloud? Because all banks are there, public sector, private sector banks, foreign banks are there. But from time to time, they are following the KYC guidelines, know your customer. For any deposit account or advance account or any miscellaneous business or locker, whatever the products the public is purchasing, the KYC is compulsory. But whenever the banks are entering KYC, whether it is a correct or not, that is a big problem. If I am entering the PAN card, that PAN card of the character, because they are fabricated PAN cards, fabricated Aadhaar cards are also some producing some customers. That I have to verify. That I have to verify. For that, the PAN card. The PAN card is now the UTI server and Aadhaar server. One community cloud was started in IDRBT. All bank servers are linked to that community cloud. This community cloud linked to the UTI server and Aadhaar server of the government of India. Once the bank in core banking they are giving a PAN card, then automatically it will message will go to the cloud, the community cloud, and the community cloud access the PAN card server and displays the name of the PAN number. If at all my PAN number is given, immediately on the core banking, he is Mr. P. Sivaram Prasad, like that. If at all I am giving Aadhaar number, the core banking system of the bank will access the community cloud and the community cloud in turn access to the Aadhaar server of the government of India. Once it is accessed, once I have given Aadhaar, then my photograph, my address, my date of birth, all are displayed on the core banking system of the bank. That type of a community cloud, first of its kind in the world, that was started by IDRBT, that is Institute of the Development in Research and Banking Technology. Community cloud is a shared cloud, supports the specific community, and for the security policy, if at all some people are assembled, we require community means they will provide. Cloud people, they will provide. Cloud may be, community cloud may be managed by organizations or third party. And an example of Indian banking community cloud, IBCC, offering by CBS, that is email, mobile banking, eKYC, e-learning, all are provided by the community cloud. IBCC is set up by IDRBT, that is Institute of Development in Research Banking Technology. First community cloud for banking industry in the world is the IBCC only. So it is managed by Indian Financial Technology Allied Services, Hyderabad. Hybrid cloud. Some of the activities I require public, some of the activities I require private. That is called a combination of that public and private cloud is called hybrid cloud. Hybrid is the cloud of comparison to or more distant cloud infrastructure, private plus community, or private plus public, or community plus public, that type of this one. But in this model, computing capabilities, resources are owned, maintained by the cloud service providers. All are provided by the cloud service. An example of archival storage. Nowadays, almost all organizations, they are hiring the public cloud for archival. What is the archival? Scanning of the records and stored in the central server. Thereby, the physical documents are not required. If at all registers are there, again I have to hire the stores. Once that is stored, I dismantle that records are also. I can discreetly means I put into pieces. I will throw it for old newspaper like that. So that's why the organizations, whatever the paperwork is there, they will scan and images are uploaded in that hybrid cloud platform. But business worldwide adopting the cloud computing. Now cloud they will provide. Whether cloud is good or bad, whether he will alter my data or not, whether he will share my data to others or not, all these things we will discuss in detail. Any doubts, sir, up to this point? Sir, any doubts are there?
No, you can carry on.
Oh, okay.
PIN number 99. Sir, no problem, sir, no problem.
Few business models adopting cloud are improve the customer engagement. If at all your customer is increasing, you have to purchase more computers. Computers means hardware. That type of hardware is not required. That will provide. Improve the performance matrix like analytics, business analytics. That also, if organizations require, then that is provided by the cloud only. Next, whatever the particular business process, testing, batch processing, reporting, monitoring, all these things are taken care of by the cloud only. Whether your medium and long-term total cost and return on investment, definitely it will increase. Because earlier, once the IT department eaten away the funds, the IT engineer will come, IT department, sir, some the virus problem, sir. We have to purchase that virus, or some hardware problems, sir, some memory problems, sir, some circuits are not functioning, sir. We have to replace a total RAM, all these things. Sir, new ASICs are to be replaced with the IT department, sir. Next, some more nodes have to purchase, sir. The routers are also to be changed, sir. Like that, so many daily some recurring expenditure and month and some capital expenditure will incur. All these things are now redundant. I need not incur all these things. The business goals that banks may consider while adopting the cloud computing are cash flows are increasing. Daily, they are interrupting. Suddenly, if the system is halted, then everybody is stopped. All department, purchase department, sales department, finance department, computers are not working. They through intercom, they will telephone to the IT department. Now that type of problems will not arise. Improve the quality of the service, particularly the business. We honestly speaking, on account of a private cloud, now the recruitment of software engineers are stopped by the bank. Otherwise, these people 2 years they will work and they will leave the organization. And hardware they will work, they will leave the organization. Whenever they are leaving the organization, some data problem, whatever the data, whether they are say, because as a managing director, as a heads of the organization, they may not know what he is doing in the system. Like that, we don't know. So that's why now on account of that private cloud in a bank, no expenditure is drastically come. Otherwise, every day, sir, that is to be replaced, this is to be replaced, that is to be purchased, this is to be purchased, like that. Adopt business models. Next, if at all I hide the cloud, high value to high touch people or low value, all these models, they will develop and they will give it to me. Scale labor, fixed asset capacity, ups and down. Earlier ups and downs are there. And there is the ups and downs means if at all I purchased the memory, huge memory today, tomorrow if my business are come down, again that capital expenditure is a waste. If at all in the cloud, the company, the organization, the cloud, then automatically whatever my business levels are there, according to the levels, I will hire the cloud. Concerns and possibilities of mitigation to the cloud computing selection. Whenever I am selecting whether Amazon or Google or whatever Microsoft or whoever is there, that is IBM, then I have to verify whether they are good or bad, all these things. Security and privacy, whether my data is preserved correctly by them or not. Regulatory compliance, whatever the IT regulatory, if banks are there, whether they fulfill the bank guidelines, that is RBI guidelines or not. If at all insurance company, IRDA guidelines, they will follow with regard to IT systems or not. Technical limitations, whatever the technical limitations are there, whether they followed, whether they are applying the latest computer systems or servers or not. Next, availability and reliability and fault tolerance and disaster risk. So whether it is available for 24 hours or not, that is also to be verified. If at all shutdowns are there, then automatically shifting the organization from my function to cloud, it gives a disadvantage, means I should not shift it to cloud. Interoperability and portability. If at all I want to shift from Microsoft to Amazon, that portability is also there or not, I have to verify. Security as a privacy and privacy. The cloud nowadays, clouds are providing full security, privacy. My data is stored in their servers, and that type of certifications worldwide they are giving. This is a guarantee. The Amazon is a guarantee, or IBM is a guarantee. Whatever the data, whatever your programs, all are secured in the cloud. And organization due diligence, all these things. Whenever you are choosing the cloud, the due diligence and whatever their feedback of the customers and how many clients are there. If you wish to interact with the clients also, that is also possible. Their clients. Then if at all the clients are given a good feedback, then you can switch over from your IT function to cloud also. Regulatory compliance. I told about the banks. Banks IT guidelines are there, Reserve Bank of India guidelines. Whether they are followed or not. In the future, the IS auditors who completed the DISA course of ICAI, they are not going to verify the bank computers. They have to go to that cloud and they have to verify the cloud and whether whatever the security and the compliance are there, whether they are providing correctly or not. All these things. Earlier, the DISA people, they verify the computer department. Now the computer department is no more. All systems IT functions are located in a centralized, that is in the cloud. The cloud may be within India, the cloud may be outside the India. If at all outside, you have to visit to the outside India and have to verify the cloud, whether they are providing security facilities or not, whether they are providing the regulatory compliance or not, all these things are to be verified. Technical limitations, whether they are qualified, they are having good reputation, whether they are providing updated software or not, whether they are providing the latest bandwidth or not, whether they are providing latest operating systems or not. All these things are the technical limitations, whether they are providing or not. That is also to be verified by the client whenever he is moving towards the cloud. Availability, reliability, fault tolerance. If it any mistakes are there, if I telephone to the cloud, the connectivity is not there, some other cloud, within minutes they will restore the function. If at all I am telephoning, nobody is lifting, that cloud is a waste. Then automatic in the meantime, the business will lost. Take for example, state banks clouds, 100% available time should be there. If at all any 99% is also not acceptable, because some of the people they visited to ATM, they want to withdraw. In the meantime, the connectivity lost. Then it is a big problem for them to withdraw because their needs are there. And internet banking, I am doing the internet banking, I want to transfer some funds to my friend. If the connectivity problem and the bandwidth problem is there, then the funds will not reach to the destination. So that's why whether the cloud is a availability of 100% availability, even not even 99.9, reliable or not, tolerance level, fault tolerance, if at all any aberrations are coming, within no time they have to resolve. Disaster recovery, that is also, if those people who are providing the availability, reliability, fault tolerance within the no time, disaster recovery, then only I have to move to those cloud, not to the interoperability and portability. Sometimes I don't like the Amazon cloud. I wish to move to IBM cloud, or IBM is not providing service. I want to move to Microsoft. That interoperability. Whenever I am moving the data to be transferred to that particular cloud, some of the people, as long as I am there, they will provide. Once I am shifting means, no, your data is not possible to migrate. So once I am reaching the service level agreement, I have to see all these things also. That is interoperability and portability. How does a company select a cloud service provider? Because now the service provider, cloud service provider, have to choose how to select, what are the parameters. How does a company select a service provider? This is being the one of the most important decisions of the companies in cloud journey. It should be due to attention and selection of the computer service provider. Must be done using objectivity, scientific data and methodology. If you study that a particular cloud is the best or not, if at all best, then whenever we are choosing any education institution for the children, whether they are giving good education or not, what is the faculty, and what is the ranks, and whether they are providing international standards or this one, whether the school is hygienic or not, like that in the cloud also, whether they are reliable, whether my data is preserved secrecy or not, all these things I have to verify. So both the business and technical requirements are written down and prioritized, matched against data and multiple service providers. In India also, number of 120 people are there. The 20 people, the information is available through online also. At what rate, availability, certification, reliability, my data is secured to store in their computers. All these things are to be properly judged by the company before moving towards the cloud. Major requirement to be considered, trustworthy cloud or not. Some of the cloud, whatever my data is there, they will sell to others. Take for example, in other countries also, particularly the insurance policy holders data, the motor insurance that is stored in the cloud. The cloud sold that data to other companies. Once they sold, then automatically I will lose the business. Other company, they will directly telephone to that policy holders and they will get that particular the business. So that's why the trustworthiness of the cloud is very, very important. Reputation. Microsoft, Google, reputed companies. Definitely they don't want to share. They don't want to lose this type of, they don't want to invite any criticism. Trustworthiness, evaluate the trust of the cloud service provider and a service level agreement. Whenever I am entering into the agreement with the cloud, all areas are to be covered. Then automatically the service level agreement, not only for cloud, even if at all the ATMs are the counters, the ATMs, the places are there in the bank. The cleaning and all these things we are giving outsourcing. If at all they are not doing perfectly, then I will reduce the whatever the hiring, the servicing charges are there, 50% cut. So that type of a service level agreement, if at all any downtime is there, what is the downtime? They told 24 hours, but 23 hours, 45 minutes provided, but 15 minutes continuity is not there. And during that period, a complete day, I don't want to pay any amount to the cloud service provider. Competency, whether they are competent or not, that is to be verified by me. If at all they are competent, then I can move. If at all they are not competent, I should not move. Interaction ratings, what is the ratings? Whether this cloud, what is the rating? That cloud, what is the rating? Out of the 5 scale mechanism, what is the rating? All these things are also to be taken into account. Ease of using deployment of review of CSP tools. What are the various functionalities? What services they are providing? That also I have to compare. Integration with the existing services and whatever my services, whether all services are available with the cloud or not. If not available, then I don't want to ship. I will continue, even though it is a burden IT function, I will continue in my organization. Governance and regulatory compliance, whether they are following the country's IT policy, that is the 2000 IT Act 2000. If they are not followed, they don't require. Why? Because once my organization is working, they functioning within the country, and the country acts, country rules and regulations they have to follow. Also check CSP to empaneled by any government agency. Now the central government also moving towards the cloud. Earlier, so many buildings, the computers, crores of rupees, the servers, all these things are there. Now slowly they are migrating towards the cloud. Then this function will be taken care of by the cloud. Operating cost. What is the operating cost? Considering the infrastructure element, computer or storage, network, software elements, licensing cost, all these things are to be verified. How much he will charge for networking, for computer storage, or if at all I asked any software, what he will charge, that charges are also to be compared. The escalation matrix, if at all any problem is there, if I contact London people, then they may listen, they may not listen my complaint. And whether their 24 hours call center is there or not, that also I have to verify. Once the escalation matrix, if at all that is not attended, then immediately I have to inform to the higher ups. If that higher up is not informed, they not attended, that suddenly the missions are not working. That website is not working. Missions are no more. Website is not working. Immediately I call the call center. If the call center attended, then there is no problem. Otherwise, I have to escalate to the higher people. So normally, the severity based on your problem, general guidance within 24 hours they will address. System impaired within 12 hours. Production system impaired within 4 hours. Production system down within 1 hour. And a business critical system down 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes, within below 15 minutes, they have to address my queries. Otherwise, what is the purpose of my IT function shifted to the cloud? If you see the cloud computing, 1 billion tons of CO2 emissions will reduce. Once all organizations are moved towards the cloud, that carbon emissions, then ozone depletion will not happen. Ozone depletion will not happen. Now the cloud service providing companies are Sun is there, Google is there, Intel is there, HP is there. Next, Yahoo is there, IBM is there, Amazon is there. Different companies are there. Then this is the details. In India, Amazon company, their people, marketing people are available in Delhi. BSNL also started. Their address is there. Control S, that people also there in Hyderabad. If at all we ask, they will provide the cloud. And Cry Future, that company is also in Noida. They will provide. And ESDS software solutions, they are also providing cloud. For that also here in India, particularly Nasik, they are having that cloud services. So many people are there to provide the cloud services, particularly the startup companies like Lucius, like Boat, like Palm. They have not invested single rupee in the cloud computing. Number of startup companies, and particularly in the bank. Sir, this PPT is visible, sir?
Yes, visible.
That slides are moving or not?
Yeah, sir, moving.
This is a computer core banking system earlier
It is fine, sir.
in State Bank of this much staff is there. Now all are vacated because now all are through web only. I'm accessing my software. I'm accessing my reports. I'm accessing my branch reports. All branches are also in the cloud only. Now in the earlier 25,000 branches means 25,000 computer rooms are there. 25,000 AC are there. 25,000 ACs 24 hours working is there. Thereby in the banking, State Bank of India, I'm talking about State Bank of India, 25,000 electricity consumption is reduced drastically on account of moving the IT function through the cloud. And I'm only accessing through the web only. That accessing all branches are also through web only. I need not to put servers, disaster recovery, UPS, all these things are nonsense. This much big army is there in the computer department earlier. Now nobody is there. All I am accessing only the cloud. The function of the cloud auditor, he will do the security audit, whether it is viable or not. As a chartered accountant, if you are qualified in technology, then you will become an IS audit. Now, recently, that is last month, my article was also published in Chartered Accountant Journal, my first article, particularly the SEBI, their service providers are there, 20,000 across the country. For that, IS auditors, they will take. How to do the IS audit? That is my first article in the June journal. First article mine was published in Chartered Accountant Journal. You please go through that. How to audit the IS audit. So security audit is also there. Privacy or impact, whether they are maintaining privacy of my data or not. If at all my data is in their server, my software is in their server, and if they are providing that information to others, I will lose the business. All these things you have to verify the IS audit, particularly the cloud auditors. Now, recently, your institute, President also interact with the Governor of Reserve Bank of India, Shri Shaktikant Das. He told clearly, whatever the professional qualification is there, whether it is a CA or CS or CMA, that is no useful in the coming days unless he becomes an expert in IT. Once the data is in the system, how he has to verify whether the data, suppose a P&L account or balance sheet or cash flow or fund flow or whatever the ratio the system is calculating, whether it is correct or not, how to verify? That type of skills are very much required. So in the coming days, only two professional courses will prevail in India. One is forensic audit. Second one is IS audit. Third one is cloud computing management audit. These three courses only in the coming days, lot of importance is there. Not all courses, because whatever your data is there, where it is, but it is not available in the books. It is in the memory only. The program is calculating. Take for example, now the State Bank of India is sanctioning loans, online loans. No documents, no appraisal. That is called a pre-approved loans. So the software will scan your savings bank account. How much is maintaining balance average? They will give some marks. The system, ERP, Entrepreneur Resource Planning System, it scans your loans, whether you are paying timely or not. Then the system scans your CIBIL report, whether any default in any banks or not. Then based on that, it will give some marks. Based on that particular marks, then automatically one SMS will come to your mobile, and we are providing 5 lakhs. You are eligible for 5 lakhs pre-approved loan. If you wish, click that link and make it as. Then automatically your loan account will be created, debited, and that amount will be credited to your savings bank account without any documentation, without any hypothecation agreement, without any, you need not visit to the bank, you need not fill up the application, you need not give the affix, the photographs, KYC. All our existing KYC will sufficient to sanction the loan. In that particular environment, how you are going to audit that particular account? Whether the system calculates correct or not, whatever the pre-approved loans is there, how the system is calculated for the savings bank, how the marks are allotted to your existing loans, how the marks are allotted to the CIBIL report, all are in the law. That's why the Shaktikant Das, the Reserve Bank of India governor, told to your president, in the coming days, unless until they are experts in technology, they are no more. Why? Because all data is in the RAM only, random access memory. Even in big organization, State Bank of India data, where it is? Server only. Customers data is server, advanced borrowers data is server, lockers hiring that data is in server, drafts data is server, RTGS data in server. No physical, only vouchers are there. So that's why in the coming days, whatever the data, invisible data that is there in the server, that is to be audited. That's why he told clearly that the IS audit, a lot of importance is there. There should be experts in technology and a forensic audit also in the coming days. I want that ledger, this ledger, no ledger, all are in RAM only, random access memory one. This is in brief about the cloud computing management, particularly in the coming days. If at all you are in practice, you can suggest to your clients, and you can interact with these people also, the service providers for cloud. Next, you can interact how much they will charge monthly, and what is the service level agreement. Whether my data, if at all my data is preserved or stored in your server, whether any reliability is there. I can trust your server or not. All these things, if you go through that particular interaction, their marketing people will come. And slowly in Hyderabad also, almost all pharma companies, they are moving towards the cloud. That particular rooms, big rooms earlier, now it is used by other purpose only. And some other organizations, they become lean. That much building is also not required because the systems are moved. Now not moved, only the data is transferred to their cloud. Cloud will provide that particular service to me. This is in brief about the cloud. Definitely in the coming days, you should become an expert in a cloud computing management audit. Cloud computing management audit. So then if you interact with them, then your knowledge will enhance. First of all, your knowledge will enhance. And what type of services they are providing. And what type of infrastructure required in the company, whether any Wi-Fi is sufficient or not. Next, what type of menus they are giving, and whether it is a security is there or not. And if at all any hacking of my data is a possibility is there or not. All these things, if you interact with them, definitely the marketing people like medical representatives, most of the doctors, they are depending on medical representatives only. Because the daily one representative will come, this is some patients are, this is working like this, there is no side effects that when compared to that another company, these are the advantages. And if the patient is like that, these people also, they will come and they will enlighten you about the services provided by the cloud. If it are some other organizations are maintaining a big department for IT, ask them to remove, and whatever the cost benefit analysis, if you arrive, then it is a beautiful, it is fine for them. Even State Bank of India, 25,000 branches, particularly the IT room, the systems room, no more, only cloud. Only cloud. Earlier, oh, big ACs are running 24 hours electricity cost. So now I'm taking the bandwidth, through bandwidth, whatever the systems are there in the front line, that will work. This is in brief about the cloud computing. And thank you very much for giving an opportunity. And if at all any doubts are there, I'm ready to clarify all your doubts, even in local language also. Sir, tell me, sir. Is it understandable or not? Any rough idea? You got it or not? Sir, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Is it understandable or not?
Very much understandable, sir.
So now in the coming days, you can completely remove the IT function in almost all organizations. Even professional institute across the country, they dismantle the computer room and they are asking Wi-Fi connection, the web connection from the cloud only. The data will be stored in their cloud. Whatever the programs you require, if you inform, they will prepare and upload it in the system. All these things end to end, they will provide. End to end, they will provide. Thereby, the carbon emissions, CO2, will reduce drastically. Now, on account of this cloud computing, the computer hardware equipment demand is also reduced drastically. Small that nodes are not required now. Only connectivity wire, laptop or desktop. That's all. Now tell me, sir. Sir. Madam.
Sir.
Now it is over. Now you tell me whatever any doubts are there or not. If no doubts, thanks for giving an opportunity to discuss about the basic
Dear
concepts.
members, could you please put in the chat box if any doubts or clarifications are required from you, sir?
My
Hopefully
voice
members understood it in a
clarity is
better
there,
manner,
madam.
sir.
Madam, my voice clarity is there. Is it audible or not?
Yes. It is absolutely fine, sir. No problem. Yeah, I think members don't have any doubts, sir. Anyway, your phone number and email ID is available with us.
Okay, madam.
So if any clarification required, any help required in future, sure, the members can feel free to contact you.
Okay, madam.
Or phone or mail.
Okay, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for participating in the session and
thank you, madam.
so much, sir. And
now I am stopping this one.
Sir, yeah. Our chairman, sir, and secretary is unable to attend, sir, because they're preoccupied with some other thing.
Okay, madam.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now I am stopping the share screen. Okay, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, dear members. So thank you for participating in today's session. Hope the session made you to understand a few things about cloud computing and all. And we find more opportunities with this. Now the session is completed. You can leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, members. Thank you.